I'm here with another creepypasta, and this one is a true story. This one comes from a Reddit user. They told me I was schizophrenic, but I was possessed. When I was 19, I had my first psychotic episode. I was living at home with my parents. It started with hearing voices coming from inside my head. I didn't really think anything of it at first, assuming that they were just coming from somewhere outside and I was misinterpreting it. After a week or so, though, they started talking to me, telling me things like, "You have a gift, and they're all going to fear you." I tried to tell my mom, but it would always just slip out of my mind. Whenever I tried to explain what I heard, it sounded delusional and I was embarrassed, so I just stopped trying. The voices began to get more insistent in demands. I would hear them when I was awake and when I was sleeping. My sleep became disturbed, and I started having nightmares too. The dreams were always about me being chased by faceless figures through dark halls. One morning, I woke up drenched in sweat. After having one of these nightmares, as I got out of bed, I noticed a strange red mark in the shape of a handprint on my neck. At first, I thought my dad must have left it while he was sleeping, but then I turned to look at his side of the bed, and he wasn't there. He had left for work hours ago. My mom must have made the mark while adjusting my blanket, I thought. But when I asked her later that day, she said she hadn't been in my room. This continued for several days. I would wake up with new marks all over my body, scratches, bruises, even bite marks. My mom told me to stop lying, and that she was going to take away my console and games if I did, and stop making up these lies. She also started keeping me locked in my room most of the time, saying I needed to rest. One night I couldn't take it anymore. I knew she wasn't helping me, so I waited until my dad came home and begged him to take me to the hospital. I was finally diagnosed with schizophrenia. Fast forward a few months. I was getting better, but still having some pretty intense auditory hallucinations. One day I was sitting in my room listening to music with headphones on. The song that was playing had a lot of screaming in it. When it ended, I took the headphones off and I could still hear the screams. That's when I started freaking out. I ripped the headphones apart because I thought that if I could break them, it would make the voices stop. I was crying and screaming myself at this point. My mom ran into my room and asked what I was doing. I told her the voices are real and they won't stop. That's when she finally took me back to the hospital. Turns out that the medication I was on reacted badly to the stress I was under. It caused my schizophrenia to come back worse than before. I spent a month in the hospital after that. Now, I never told anyone this before, but I think I was possessed by a demon. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the only explanation I can think of for what happened next. After a month in the hospital, I was allowed to go home again. My parents had moved to a different house while I was gone, and when we got there, I noticed something strange. There was a pentagram carved into the floorboards in front of the door. I didn't think much of it at the time, assuming that it was just some kids who had been messing around. But looking back, I think it was a sign of what was to come. That night, I had a nightmare. The same dark halls, the same faceless figures chasing me, but this time I resisted them. I didn't want to run. Tried to stand my ground, but the more I fought, the more the figures closed in on me. I woke up screaming, drenched in sweat. My heart was racing. I felt something brush against my cheek, and I instinctively slapped at it. I don't remember what I was expecting, but it wasn't a fly that landed on my face. My entire body began to feel cold, and I mean really cold, like an ice bath. And then the whispers started. "Let us in, let us in, let us in." Then I heard my name being called over and over. It was my name, but not my name. It was distorted and sounded evil. My eyes popped open. I was sitting straight up in bed. I looked down and saw the scratches and bruises were back, along with new ones that I'd never seen before. I started to panic, and I don't remember what happened after that. My next memory is waking up in my hospital bed. The doctor told me that I had somehow managed to claw my way out of bed and rip out my four. He also said that I had attempted to harm myself, but he wouldn't say how. All I remember is being in excruciating pain and feeling something dark and evil inside of me, trying to claw its way out. That's when they decided I needed to stay in the hospital permanently. It's been 4 years since then. I'm still under observation, and I'm still not allowed to leave the hospital grounds unsupervised. Now, I never told anyone this before, but I think I was possessed by a demon. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the only explanation I can think of for what happened next. I've accepted that I'll probably never get out, but it's worth it if it keeps me from hurting myself or others. Because of what happened last time, they keep me locked in a room with padded walls, but that doesn't stop the scratching. They don't let me have any mirrors either, so I don't know if I still have the marks, but every night I hear the scratching. I hear it on the wall. I hear it on the door. I hear it on the bars of my window. Every night I hear the whispers. Let us in, let us in, let us in. Let us in, let us in, let us in. And every night I hear my name being called. Evan, Evan, Evan. And that's the end of that story. And yes, that story was titled, They Told Me I Was Schizophrenic, but I Was Possessed. So our protagonist may actually believe that he has schizophrenia, or he may be genuinely possessed by a demon, or maybe it's a little bit of both. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And also let me know your ideas for future creepypastas. And if you like this one, maybe hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe do that too. But I'm just the host. And until the next time, stay safe, stay cautious, and stay away from the scratches.